What I'm going to tell everybody out there is come see me if you're involved in a crash with an Uber driver. A lot of people don't realize the way Uber does business. They have an Uber app, and the driver gets the Uber app through his cell phone. And the cell phone may be sitting next to him. It may be mounted on his dashboard. It may be in front of his face. But the bottom line is that in order to drive an Uber car, you have to be able to communicate with Uber. In fact, when they have a ride, for example, that contacts them and says, look, I need transportation, Uber will contact several of its drivers in that general area. And what happens is when they contact the driver, there's a blinking red light on the phone, and the driver has 15 seconds to push a button to say, I'll accept the ride. But once he does that, a screen shows him where the ride is. So he has to look at the screen, determine where the ride is, and determine whether or not he can make it to the ride within a reasonable period of time. And if he can't, then he has to press another button that says, I can't make this ride. I can't take it, so give it to somebody else. So these drivers are all in competition with each other. They want the business, so they want the ride. So they're glued to their cell phones to the exclusion of having their eyes glued to the roadway. So I have a case right now, a huge case, where an Uber driver ran a red light because he didn't see it. And the reason he didn't see it was because he was contacted by Uber about another ride, and his attention was distracted to his cell phone, busily accepting the other ride and determining where it was. And because of that, my client, who was a rear-seated passenger, was seriously injured, as was a SUV that was broadsided by this driver, who was distracted as a result of the way that Uber does business.